What's up, retro gamers? It's Patrick here with another Game Finds video for River City Retro. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to do one of these for a little while because all I've been doing recently on the channel are Game Finds videos, but I picked up the biggest collection that I've had an opportunity to purchase since I started the channel, and I thought it would be foolish not to post a video after posting those other videos. So I apologize if the constant Game Finds videos annoy some people, but I have managed to sell some stuff to collectors based on these videos, and I've managed to give them pretty good deals too. So I'm going to continue to make these Game Finds videos unless I get a lot of negative feedback. 70 GameCube games that came with the collection, and there's some good titles like Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, some Resident Evil games, Smash Bros. Melee, Animal Crossing, and some other decent ones. There's a sealed Ultimate Spider-Man in there. There were also about 70 PlayStation 2 games, including some decent titles for that as well. Around 50 PlayStation 3 games, mostly older titles. Only a few PlayStation 1 games, but a very nice condition copy of Breath of Fire 3. These games, unfortunately, these are just empty cases actually, but they were thrown in for free and they're all for good games, so I really can't complain. Here's another stack of the PlayStation 2 games, and the small stack of Wii games that came with the collection. There's a few sealed Xbox games like Big Bumpin', which isn't too exciting to be honest. These are like all the titles that you would see factory sealed for the Xbox very, very commonly, so nothing too special there. This is probably the best box of the find, and it's a bunch of complete Super Nintendo games like Death and Return of Superman, which unfortunately has a pretty beat up box, but there's some good boxes in here like Castlevania 4. This is the Majesco re-release with the black and white manual. Super Mario All-Stars and Contra 3. And apparently someone bought all of these for $5 from a movie gallery. Must have been going out of business or clearing out its old rental stuff years ago. A small amount of NES games with the manuals, which is cool. A nice N64 collection, including Majora's Mask, a couple of copies of Ocarina of Time, Gauntlet Legends, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Smash Bros, some loose Super Nintendo games, another Castlevania 4, as well as Mario All-Stars and a Zelda, some DS games, Resident Evil, Deadly Silence, Spirit Tracks, Animal Crossing, and some other cartridge games in the clamshell cases here. And I also got these guidebooks, including the Twin Snakes guidebook, the Nintendo Power Link to the Past guide, the Versus Games Perfect Guide for Ocarina of Time, which has not one but two posters, so that's kind of cool. Donkey Kong 64, Banjo, and then finally, the hardware. There were 3 PlayStation 3 systems in this lot, a 120 gig Slim, which works great, a 80 gig backwards compatible FAT, which works as well, and then a broken 40 gig FAT, which is fine. Can always get rid of broken consoles pretty easily or fix them. This is a Super Advantage controller by ASCIIWare. This is not a Nintendo manufactured peripheral, but ASCIIWare makes great stuff, and I love the design of this one with the false on-off switch and reset switch. It just looks and feels fantastic. Not sure what games you would use that for, maybe Mortal Kombat. I prefer the original controller pad for Street Fighter. But yeah, so there's also 3 N64 systems, all of which have the expansion packs, a few controllers in there, randomly a couple of 360 controllers. And in this box, an FC Twin. Normally I don't buy these third-party emulator systems, but this was very cheap. It came with the cords and controllers. And finally, a Super Nintendo in sad condition, but they assure me that it works. I didn't bother to test this. So yeah, that's the find, the $1,200 game collection. And I needed it, getting really low on stuff. And this is a bad time of year for the resale business. When yard sale season starts up, I'll be getting a lot more stuff regularly. But it's pretty uncommon to buy a collection this big early in the year. So I was really happy, and if anybody sees anything here that they're interested in, feel free to let me know and I'll give you a deal for sure. Thanks for watching.